Well, I love Vick, and for a lot of reasons. But Vick is the thing I like about Vick the most. I say I love about Vick the most. I just think, first of all, he's a sexy man. But no, really, Vick is caring towards his team. I mean, he wants his team to succeed. I've seen him do stuff that other people just aren't willing to do to help people succeed that are in his organization. And when you get behind the scenes, that's where all usually the truth is revealed, and sometimes it's not so good. And with a real leader, somebody who really cares about people, it's pretty apparent. And he goes the extra mile for people. You know, he'll do things like you know, he'll connect with his leaders and take extra time with them and make sure that they know what they need to know. And you know, he puts as much energy into building his team as I do into mine. And there's only a few people in Power Network that do that. And he's one of them. It's one of the reasons why he makes so much money. So I got all the respect in the world for Vick. I think that he does great events. I think the event was wonderful. Everything he trained was spot on. And you know, it's great having him as a part of the organization. It's an important part of the organization. And it's also great just seeing the way he lifts his leaders up and lifts his organization up. So.
Just he appreciates people. He appreciates.
He really does, yeah.
Yeah, you were at most of the event from start.
Yeah.
And
I had to walk out, take call a couple people, and do some stuff online and stuff like that. But I was in most of everything.
Right, and I saw you're fairly you're a humble guy, and so you're teachable as well. So you were sitting there, kind of. I saw you taking notes and appreciating the value of what was being offered at that thing. So, you know, what was that like for you, kind of taking it and going, this is good information, Vick sharing, you know, Les or whoever was up there. Yeah, was that helpful content for you as well, like even though you're at top?
No, everything's helpful. For me, I'm watching for different things than most people are watching for. And so it's a little bit of a different question. I may not answer it the way that you want, but I rarely do.
I'm happy.
But I'm not usually looking for when people are teaching, I'm not usually looking for content anymore. I'm looking for the way they're doing things. And so for me, what's interesting is always why somebody is producing the results they're producing. And so when I'm watching Vick put something on, something that really fascinates me about him, and I'm like, I have this too, but there's just not a lot of us that do things like this, where the people who are loyal to Vick are just loyal to him, you know what I mean, to a fault. And I wouldn't say to a fault because it's Vick. If it was to a person that was malicious, I'd say maybe to a fault. That's probably not a very good phraseology, is it, John?
I don't understand.
Yeah. I'm loyal to a fault. Does that mean it's bad to be loyal? I don't know about that. But with Vick, you know, that's well placed, and I'm really interested by how he creates the influence that he creates. And I can see it when I get around. And what I see him doing is I see him going the extra mile for people. That's really all he's doing. He's serving people, you know. You know, and the things that I've seen that have been people that have produced extraordinary results and then kept people around have been people that have put other people first. And so that's what I love about, honestly, I mean, the event, he went the extra mile, he rented a private island. I thought that was awesome. But it was fun going out into a private island that I had never seen, that was right next to a beach I used to park my van at in Hawaii. And you know, see the hula dancers, and they even had a camera that was hooked to this little floaty helicopter thing. I'm sure you were jealous. Were you as jealous as I was of that? Yeah, I was jealous of that. I saw that thing, and I actually, at first I thought it was the tour places, and I was like, no way, this has got to be Vick. And he had this like little device that was a floaty camera hooked to, it was like hooked to a little toy helicopter, and this guy had a remote control filming people from like 30 feet above, you know, so it could have that effect like movies where a camera's like kind of swirling around people like this. And I mean, that's just like a little example where it's a little thing, but a lot of little things add up to a big thing. And the way he treated people, the way he treated his leaders, the way he treated his organization, he prepared for the content. It was well-formed content that would help people break through. The whole thing was good, start to finish, well thought out, well delivered. But not only that, it's seeing the heart behind it, because it's the heart behind it that matters. you know, good actions with a malicious heart turn out to be malicious actions over time. But actions that are coming from a place of good intentions is what matters. And when you're looking for leadership, you always got to look at the intentions of the leadership, because the intentions of the leadership will govern the direction of the organization. And I was always, you know, cursed in the organizations I was a part of, not because of a particular leader, but because of the overall goal of the company was just to make money, or the goal was, you know, to get people in the room and sell them as much crap as possible, or whatever the particular goal was this time. And Empower Network was really started out of a place of intention to lift other people up. And that's passed down and attracted different kinds of leaders. It's attracted leaders that want their teams to succeed. And Vick really wants his team to succeed. He wants them not to succeed if they don't work, but if they work and if they are doing what's required. He wants them to get the results that they want to get. And that's a unique place inside that you can only reach if you've got the right intentions. And so if you do got the right intentions and you want to join, you may as well do that now. Not a bad time.
It's great, man. That's cool. Vick would be really great for this, man.
Oh, dude, I love Vick, man. Vick's badass. He really is. No, I appreciate him. He flew us out here, you know. You know, when he, I mean, we would fly ourselves out here, but Vick, you see, he understands people, and so yeah, he does. So he understands that probably if he said, you know, Dave, will you come out and be like, well, you know, it's just because I don't travel a lot, you know. But he says, hey, Dave, I'd like you to come out. We're going to buy you first class tickets, get you picked up, pay for your hotel room, and I just really would like for you to come hang out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way people say, why are you going to Vick's events? Well, you know what I mean? It's not a burden to go. Yeah, you show up, and sometimes a leader will do things, and this is actually a message that's useful for people to hear. You know, sometimes a leader will want you to come do things for them, but they don't realize we're just busy. And he makes it to where it's like attractive to go. You know, he doesn't pay us to go or anything like that, but he flew us out here first class, right? Put us up in hotel rooms. Had us picked up in limos from the airport. Would have me taken to the airport tomorrow in a limo. Having my wife taken to the airport in a limo tomorrow, but I have rented a car, so I'm just going to drive that. And he just puts all these details in place to where it's mindless to go. I just pop on the airplane. I don't have to think about anything. Somebody picks you up at the airport. And that's just a whole bunch of little things add up to a big thing. You know, when you're thinking about the details of something, it can create a different result. And anybody who's watching this, actually, that's useful for you, because what that does is it attracts the people you want around you in your organization to help you get where you need to go. You know, and so Vick's a blessing to have. He's a blessing to have as a part of the team. He's a blessing to have as a leader. And my only goal here is to serve. And so anything I can do to help him, I'll also do. You know, because he's just a gangster, as we like to say. I'd call him a badass, but damn, that guy sure railed on cussing today, didn't he? No, wasn't that bad. I'm just joking around. You know, Vick's a badass to the bone. He really is.
Awesome.
Cool, dude.